So we're walking through to a cell now. And in here, we've got a silence mask that they used back in 1875. Really small in here.
What's this on?
So it's a silence, it just tells you about it. So
Okay.
every inmate brought to the Melbourne Gaol was isolated for a time to break their spirit and reform their character. And then it says silence masks were designed to support the objectives and practice of the silent and separate system of the model prison. The intention was that prisoners could neither communicate with others or be identified.
Okay. Okay.
They've got speakers in here, so they obviously play some
Where's the
sound
speakers?
effects up above your head.
Where's the
there.
button? Is there a button you press?
No, it doesn't look like there is, no. They must, maybe when they do tours and stuff, they
Maybe.
play them.
Just making sure there's no button.
Mm.
Okay. No, that's not a button.
Go down to the next one. So there's one just on your left again. I don't think that has anything. No, that doesn't have
There's
anything
nothing
in it.
in there. Don't work. Not.
Alright, so we can go into this next one. There is something on the floor though, so just watch yourself. So in the middle of the floor there, what are they? They're big balls. Oh, they're like chains. They must have chained people to them so they couldn't.
Does it say on the wall what they are, or?
No, there's nothing on the wall in here.
It might say on your audio thing.
On the audio, yeah, maybe.
You right?
Yep. Do you want me to keep recording?
If you want to, or
Yep.
whatever. I'm not going to say anything about 10 minutes anymore. You know, so.
There's people in the next one, so we'll... Alright, if you want to turn into the next one here.
What's in this one?
It's got a head of a man, and it's death mask, but it doesn't have anything on it, so I'm a little bit... Oh, so it's plaster, and they put that on people's heads, I think, to...
Sure, it's not Ned Kelly's one, is it?
No, it's not, no.
Okay. If you want to
It
take...
was in China.
If you want to take photos, you can too. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we can keep going to the next one. Let's have a look what's in there.
You go in first if you want to with the camera, and I'll follow you. You right?
Alright, yep, we'll go in here.
Respond to that reading out.
Yep. Another, this is another death mask. Minutes before his execution for murder on 11th of December 1876, 65-year-old Basilo realised what was about to befall him. Then it just talks about his trial and being an immigrant.
Okay.
Hey!
Come in. I was joking. You would have got locked. There's no lock on them.
Close me in there.
I was going to look through the little hole. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you probably could actually. We've just come into Ned Kelly's cell here. It says, when Ned Kelly, Australia's most notorious bushranger, was finally captured after being at large for 18 months, his arrival in Melbourne on June 29, 1880 caused a big stir. Ned Kelly was called from the jail laundry to be told her youngest son Dan was dead and her eldest Ned was lying seriously wounded in the prison hospital. Father Aylward described the clash between the Kelly gang and the police at Glenrowan. Greatly distressed, Alan claimed to have dreamt of the fight only 2 nights before. The following afternoon, Alan and Ned were reunited in the hospital. It was the first time they had seen each other since October 1878, when Alan had been sentenced to 3 years for wounding with intent to prevent lawful apprehension. A month later, after a committal trial in Beechworth, Ned was to stand trial in Melbourne. He was moved from the hospital to the old cell block, where he remained until his trial on October 28. After a 2-day trial, Ned was found guilty of Constable Lonergan's murder at Stringybark Creek and sentenced to death by Justice Sir Redmond Barry. On the day before his hanging, Alan allegedly said, "Mind you die like a Kelly's son." When Ned was executed the next morning, 11th of November 1880, Alan was a few metres away in the prison laundry. His last words were reportedly, "Ah, well, I suppose." And looks like they used this mask here, death mask, yeah, for Ned Kelly, so they used a mask as well. Yeah, this is Ned Kelly.
Yeah, you want to read that sign? I don't know which way the
doesn't
signs
have
go.
anything on it, actually.
Well, what about that one?
That one just says, "Ah, well, I suppose." The
Okay.
last scene of the
you've done
Kelly
it, okay.
drama. Right, we'll go out to another one.
Stop it there.
We've got in here. These must be the guns here that Ned Kelly and the other guy used to battle. What's this one here? That's for Samuel. It's just got some information about his armour. Got some pictures in here of Ned Kelly, it looks like.
God, he must have moved around to different cells.
Yeah. Some more information about Ned Kelly.
God, you wouldn't want to be staying in here.
Oh,
There's
no,
nowhere to
it's-
sleep or nothing.
No, it's small in here too. Not much room to move around.
I wonder what cell this was because you've got two doors. Pardon?
Yeah, you've got that door and then this other one
That's
here as
okay.
well.
We can't lock ourselves in because they think. You see, that's not very big. Look, that's
No, it's not.
If
Yep.
the prisoners want to get smart, they could spit out the wardens or anything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't. But that's probably big enough to put a small plate through. But I can see the idea now. This one would close over too, so they can't. You know.
Yeah.
It's alright.
There is a mannequin with the clothes that they used to wear, I think, and just a small bed on the floor, which wouldn't be very comfortable at all. But you can't go in there. It's closed. In the female ward. This looks like where they used to hang people. Looks like the floor might drop out too, so we'll come into this cell here.
There should be signs telling you what it is.
There's not much here. It talks about Alan Kelly, which is Ned Kelly's mum. There's a few photos here, as you can see. And there's
You're
Phillip
being naughty
trying
girl.
to lock me
Alan.
in.
You can stay in there.
Here, it's got a screen here that has information about each different prisoner that was in here. Also got some more photos here.
This looks more bigger than. Oh no, it's not.
Nah, it's smaller. About the same size. Another jail cell here. As you can see on the walls here,
Yeah.
there's some people have just graffitied it normal, like, but there is ones that have been like carved into it. I don't know if they're
Yeah, I don't know if these shapes have been carved as well or it's just the way it is. Brick. There's,
Yeah, I don't
it's,
know,
it's all
actually.
bumpy when you run your hand
Yeah.
across it and
Yeah.
one there. I don't know if it's.
Phillip's sitting on in one of the cells here. They don't have very big windows either.
I know.
And even the window, half of it's covered up, so only a little bit of light can come in.
Yeah, and they've got the bars in the windows. Yeah.
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
They've got bars and then.
And I think it's not real glass either if you feel it.
It's way too high up for me to be able to reach it. It'd probably be like a hard plastic or something. This one talks about the death penalty. The question that concerned mid-19th century Victorians was not so much the morality of capital punishment or the right of the state to take a life, but whether this should be done in public. The crowds enjoyed a good hanging, as was clear when thousands gathered at the construction site of the new jail in 1842 to watch the rough execution of 3 bushrangers. The carnival atmosphere made a mockery of the law. Even 35 years after public hangings had stopped, there were many who felt deprived of the spectacle. Journalist Monty Grover was outside the jail the day Ned Kelly was hanged in 1880 and later recalled. Many of the spectators loudly criticised the degeneracy of modern times in hanging people out of sight instead of publicly. It's got some old articles here, photos of some old articles.
Hey, you can't be locked in there. I was having a look at this, right?
Yeah.
If you were in there right now and I pushed this, that would lock you in there.
Oh, well.
Because that would go into this. But if I go like that and you close the door, you won't because
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah.
Anything in this one? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that one's closed.
I love someone who's in there.
Wonder if you had a nine tails that they used to whip people with.
Yeah. Where on the wall? Or
Yeah,
in
it's
the glass?
in the glass.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't actually feel
Yeah.
it.